After a game of marbles, we played this game of marbles. You'll see the homie Big Cypress DWD won. Guessing that means down with disease, but they win the marbles game. They get to pick from this giant pie that I have any song on the pie that has been requested by anybody. And the song that they picked was To Defy the Laws of Tradition, the first song on the first album by the band Primus. Now, Primus is a band I have only heard a couple of things from. I kind of had a fear of Primus as a kid because I saw when I was very young the music video from Mr. Crinkle, and I can't even remember where, but I remember that it frightened the dickens out of me to the point that I was convinced that demons look like pig men that play the stand-up upright bass. Neither here nor there. Frizzle Fry is the album. You'll notice a pig's face in a frying pan. You'll love to see that. To Defy the Laws of Tradition. God, no clue what I'm about to walk into. I do know that I have actually been a fan of the things I've heard Les Claypool do. Some of the Primus stuff I've heard has not necessarily been Daily Driver things for me. Some of the Primus stuff I've heard not necessarily, hit home for me. But everybody says, Walter, no, you just got to listen to it more. You definitely like Primus. You just don't know it yet. So I'm going to take your guys' word for it. I am going to hop into this thing with an open mind because that's what we do here. We discover music with an open mind, and we do so among friends. Guys, have you heard this song before? Have you heard this album before? Obviously, I'm only going into song number 1, but let me know what your current situation with this song is. I'm going to hit the play button. Before I do, it's very important to me that you know that you are awesome, that you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I am abundantly grateful for even a moment of your time. If you like what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It goes a long way to help me out. If you really like what you see, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you, or join us on Twitch. These people over here are actually the best people. Come hang out with us. Come discover music with us. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Arizona time. We'd love to have you by. It is a ton of fun to discover music with people that are just kind people. It's also a ton of fun to see people discover music that you love already. With that being said, it seems like most people have heard this, though a few of them. There are a few in here that have not, so seems like there are some raw doggers here with me. And if you're raw dogging, again, let me know. But in the meantime, To Defy the Laws of Tradition by Primus. Here we go. I like the record fuzz noise. Listen. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh. It's like a finger-picked bass. Dun, dun, dun. Is this fretless? Oh, wait, that's an upright sound. I liked that. Ba-dow! That's jazzy. Heck yeah. This is immediately the most digestible sound I've ever heard Primus make. Point blank, period. It feels kind of like skate punky. It kind of feels like music that I'd hear in a Kevin Smith movie. But I don't know. It also kind of feels like, I don't know, like I'm living day to day. What's up, Mr. Grumpelstiltskin? Ba-da-da-dan. Ba-da-da-da-da-dan. You know, the vocal take, I'm not sure how it was hitting me, but when I realized what it was saying and what was being delivered with the vocal take, all of a sudden my opinion completely changed. I had a hard time with the way it was being delivered, but once I heard that the child or the store, like, who would cry the biggest tear? Yeah, I was a big fan. The child. I love that drum transition there. That run. You're just calling it out, huh? What surely bring on the fire. That is really calling the spade a spade. Like, he's sitting there saying, like, okay, look, why do most, like, brides wear white? Most of them don't deserve it. Like, most people didn't get married, like, a virgin or pure, right? But if they chose a color that they would actually like to wear, it would 100% make people mad because they're supposed to wear white. I think it's a really interesting comment on like the way, the perspective of people, like, and the way they view you and the way, you know, like you kind of the way you view yourself and the way you have to interact, the way you have to kind of conform to that was kind of nuts. Primus is a blind spot I need to fix very soon. Tara, how are you feeling about this? Because this is 100% blind spot territory for me. I'm actually really impressed with the lyrics here, even though they're... It feels like, is he just kind of playing octave chords on the guitar here? But a down, now. Surely bring on the fire. The bass is absolutely bonkers. That down. Like the way it's happening, and it's almost he's playing sometimes like double thumb as well as chords as he's going through it. I'm really impressed, and a lot of times I don't know if I'm hearing a fretless bass or not. It's like he's got such a loose yet tight and aggressive sound to it. How would you, if you had to give me the genres that fit Primus. Don't pigeonhole them, but give me the genres.
Defy the laws and tradition. There's a crusade only on the brave.
This kind of reminds me of The Residents, like the duck stab stuff. Yo, thank you for the prime, Mr. Grumblestiltskin. I've never been particularly moved by solos like this. Oh, wow. So they did like The Residents, you're saying? Please tell me one of them is Constantinople, because I actually, like, that's probably right now my favorite Residents song, because I'm Coming, Constantinople, but I don't know what it is about. Maybe it was just that it was the first song I ever heard by The Residents, but, oh, it is. Oh, one of them is. Okay. Huh. Well, that's cool.
Balls attacked.
Hang on. There was a say Sura there and we missed it. There it is. Say Sura.
Balls attacked. Man, he comes to town.
Is Les a southern dude?
And you don't lay your money down.
NorCal.
Well, I wonder who's gonna go to hell.
He almost has more of a like a voice acting voice than a singing voice. You know what I mean? And I find that appealing. The more interested in vocalist I've been getting is that you see some of them are pure belters and other people are just like they're like voice actors that realize that they could apply that by making voices in key instead of singing in key, and that's really interesting to me, and I'm seeing that more than anything here now. And I think that before I had the revelation that some singers are just glorified voice actors in key, before I had that revelation, I would say that I had kind of I found myself enjoying singers that were singing in a more traditional sense than voice acting in key. And I guess maybe it's easier for me to appreciate the voice acting in key concept the more I've been doing this journey of discovering music.
Well, I wonder who's gonna go to
Who's gonna go to hell? There's all these kind of goofy little moments riddled throughout their music like this right now. What?
defy the laws and tradition. There's a crusade only of the brain. To defy the laws and tradition. There's a crusade only of the brain.
Only on the brain.
Defy the laws and tradition.
To defy the laws of tradition. I like.
There's a crusade only of the brain.
It's a crusade only off the brave.
To defy the laws and tradition. It's a crusade only of the brain.
You know, they didn't board fade it. They didn't hard cut it. They ended it as they meant to with a bam, bam, bam. Perfect. Honestly, bingo bango. I'm liking that one. I did enjoy that. That was by far my favorite Primus sound I have ever heard, period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Right? Like, that was dope. And I think a lot of it is like, I've had enough time to let the residents grow on me in the little bit that they're gonna, right? Like, it's never gonna be Daily Driver music, but it's always music. It has been music I've continued to revisit, being like, what the frig is this? Why am I listening to this again? But I've returned, if only to be like, why am I listening to this again? But it's been enough times where I'm like, kind of finding some sort of appreciation for the silliness it represents, like the artistic nature that it represents. I've spent plenty of time thinking about it. And again, it's not like particularly moving to me, but it is particularly, for whatever reason, fascinating to me. This is actually like virtuosic, though. Like, these musicians are fantastic. These artists are good. They're silly. They don't necessarily sing stuff that just moves me naturally, right? Like, it's a little bit heavier than I typically like to carry around in my ears. But it was ingenuitive. It was interesting. It was not anything that sounds like anybody else. And it was not easy to play. I mean, it was difficult. These guys could play any genre that they wanted to, but they made music that was theirs, without question. It was theirs, and it was genius, even if you didn't like it. And in this context, it's not that I disliked it. In fact, like I said, it was by far the best thing I'd heard him do. Sure, some of the guitar tones aren't my favorite. Sure, some of the metal, like the metally leads and the squealy, warehousey guitar sounds aren't my thing. But I was down for it. So I was about it. Guys, W's in the chat for Big Cypress DWD. You'll love to see that. All right, the guy's head is in a frying pan. Yep. Guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the positivity that you show both to me and to one another. Continue to be the best. And until I see you next, be introspective and consider the birds. And thank you for coming into music with an open mind with me. Guys, it's always more fun when we do that. And when we do that, you typically find that music is better than you gave it credit the day before. Guys, I love yous. Bye.